Hello, and welcome to another Thinky game stream. And we're going to go straight into the Talos Principle 2 this week. I'm going to skip the Thinky Games news, and we'll do a whole recap next time. So how is this going to work? Because I wasn't really sure how I was going to run a stream with the Talos Principle 2. So I needed to play a fair bit of it at the start just to see what would I actually want to show in the stream. It goes without saying, if you haven't played the original Talos Principle and you're thinking about it, then maybe you shouldn't play the sequel because spoilers. But anyway, so for those of you who are interested in Talos Principle 2, this is what I'm going to do. I will play through the intro of the game, and then there'll be a potential for exploring and wandering around, which I will probably skip. We'll try and focus more on the puzzle aspects, and I won't be trying to get into secrets and things like that. And maybe later on we'll jump ahead to where I am, which isn't that far into the game, and so you can see a little bit more if you're still intrigued to see. Or you've actually played and finished the game, mentioning no names, and you just want to see what I think of it at that point. So let's get into the game, and let's start a brand new game. Hello Joe, welcome to the chat. Prophet hath no honour in his own country. Morning, Null Pointer Games. I've always felt that a human being could only be saved by another human being. Well, Joe, I think you'll be fine to watch this from what I can see you've got up to. So I love this start, which is almost identical to the start of the original Talos Principle. There's a lot of nostalgia just having this come up. And literally, it is. And so, this is pretty much how...
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend. And I am called Elohim.
So yeah, like Joe says, he was very impressed with how much they got this bit to feel like the original. And I really liked being here again. It was like, oh yeah, I remember this. And it does feel very much like Talos Principle 1, but, you know, high def. Another point of game saying he's cleared about 3 or 4 of the main zones so far. I'm on the second zone, so if that gives you the impression of where we might get to in the stream. I can't remember if you could see more of your body in the original Talos Principle. Probably, I don't advise looking down at your legs while walking all the time, though. It could probably make you feel a bit quite sick. So here we go, through the purple. And I love the fact that Elohim is back. I always liked Elohim, even though, you know, I don't want to say he was the villain of the first game. He wasn't really. But an interesting tightrope the first game walked in terms of not having a villain, but yes, sorta. Gamma. Just dump this here. This is all very much Talos Principle. Partner looked over my shoulder. Said no point of games. My partner said, playing an ordnance survey game indeed. Right, so pick up the hexahedron. Something I noticed that this seems a lot more, I can't remember exactly, but this stuff about jumping on blocks and stuff feels a lot more precise and exact, which was welcome. And that. And I was, of course, looking out through the grating here, thinking, oh, I I wonder if you can get outside. Long story short, I didn't manage to get outside, but I kept on looking. Elohim is a big fan of Jean-Michel Jarre. There's Crowley, so. Again, I'm not going to be trying...
This land is but a dream.
Sorry, Elohim.
You will stay here only for a little while. Soon, you will awaken in a new world. But first, you must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel.
I mean, Elohim sounds older, but then again, everybody involved through the game is obviously older. But it somehow feels about right, you know. He sounds older, a little bit sad almost. So we have some puzzles to solve, and this is basically tutorial stuff. And if you've played any of the first game, then some of these are not that difficult. Have a look around here. Oh, there we go. Oh, this actually got me stuck for ages. Oh, Efig saying, how much his heart sink when he saw the 3 sigil puzzle gates. Yeah, I know what you mean. Some people love the sigils. I'm not very good at them at all. So the problem is here. Pick up this box, walk through here. Yeah, the purple thing stops you taking it through, so you have to jump up here and then pick it up again. Honestly, you would not believe I was stuck for minutes on that. I could not think, how do you get over? How do you get over? You pick the box back up. There we go.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are symbols of the process by which our people were created.
I love all this referencing of the first game. How important that was. So what have we got up here? Okay, we'll need to make steps up there. We got a one thing around here. We can't put it over the fencing. Here, can I get it if I reach it? I can. Go. So there's another point in the game saying I had no way. He doesn't remember anything about the story. Oh man, I was a big fan of the first story in Gehenna. One of my favorite sci-fi stories in games. What do we got next up here? Big steps. So if I put this here. Can I? Yes. I can just jump across to there. So this was always a point of contention for me with the first game, where you had this like the ability to jump. It would just say, okay, I'm going to make the jump easier for you. You can just go over here. But some of the puzzles in Talos and Gehenna had these very weird, particular kind of hotspots, which were like quite distant.
Well
you wouldn't
done,
think you could
my
reach
child.
I haven't seen anything like that in this game so far. So my hope is they haven't got any more of that. So those are the green ones. Up here. Oh, here we go. Right, here we go. Here we go. I'm already getting stuck. Oh my god. Let's just put this 4 in, right? Because there's only one place that can go. There you go, Joel. How easily I get stuck. So, Joe is pointing out that he hadn't spotted any unreasonable jump points so far. Efig saying it seemed quite a long tutorial. I must admit, I did feel that. It is quite a long tutorial. And then you have, but it's almost like a desert of puzzles after this point. And that's one of the things why I wonder. I got a fan. Let me put this off here. Yeah. There you go. Oh, okay. I think we're gonna have to rearrange this. Maybe. Something like that. There. Put that there. Here and go up here. Oh, yeah. Well, there was a jump here. Oh, sorry.
Good.
Sorry, VFig. I got your message wrong. I thought you were saying it was quite long. There's an odd pacing in the game, and actually, I'm here for it. I don't mind it. I quite like the, you know, I'm very much into the story side of Talos. So the fact that it's sort of puzzles, and it slows down, I'm okay with. Although I think it's very hard for Joe's streams. I remember I watched a bit of Joe's streams. He said, "Oh, I'm getting very thirsty for puzzles now." So we got here. Need get in there. Oh, and I've gone in here with a fan. Shut on. See what happens. Oh, we got this fan on. So this block came through. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should. Oh, okay. Wait, is there a reset? Never mind. We haven't screwed it up. It's just I didn't show you the fact that there was actually a block in here, and it got blown in by this fan. Joe says you love they added more cables to the puzzle, but they aren't that consistent about it. Yeah, they're much more clear this time with and also the lit cables. I don't know if they were as lit as this before. Those of you interested, there's a colorblind option, and there's several colorblind options, and I was going to try them out.
You may linger in my garden for as long as you wish.
I might indeed do that.
But remember, my child, that the new world awaits you, and this place is only a dream.
Right, so, yeah. So not much of somebody actually soft locked the game. Oh, hold X to reset. Oh yeah, there it goes. There is a reset. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the first game does tell you about that. I don't remember being told about it in this game. Right, what am I trying to do? Right, I need to get in here. Oh, there's a fan there. Oh, there we go. I need to block this, right? The fan turns off. I can walk through. We're trying to talk at the same time. Another point of game's losing his mind. Interesting, there's no animation for resetting this time, indeed. Well, actually, yeah, you would see, you hold up your hand, right? And it will beep, beep, beep. Crowdyson saying, glad knows about the reset button now. He's been reloading checkpoints. Well, I'm glad something just told everybody something. So what have we got here? So we've got. So the usual thing is grab your jammer, just stick it on there. On the other hand, maybe we could jam it, but that doesn't get us anywhere, right? Oh, I can still keep this jammed. I can jam that and place this here. What happened? Jam. Oh, hang on. Okay. Sorry, the fact that it was flashing got me confused. I thought, am I placing it or not? Okay, so we can go right through here. And in this tutorial area, I don't remember any of those there's no bouncy mines in this area, is there? Remember there was a lot of that in the first game. Okay, we can use this to jam something. I suppose we could. Does that get us anywhere? You can't say this out here, that's the purple thing. Can't jam through that. Obviously missing something. Oh, this is a jammed gate. That's what I didn't see. Damn that one. Pick up this jammer as well for whatever purpose we need next. Okay, and we got a fan here, which we have to jam.
Excellent.
Thank you, Elohim. Something I've noticed as well is that there's a lot more unlocking in some of the later puzzles. When you complete a puzzle, a lot of the things just sort of like, oh, it's unlocked now. Which is very interesting because you used to have to do a lot of juggling. If I remember, when you're trying to do like some meta puzzles. And it seemed like some of the juggling became quite painful. I mean, we all felt good, those of us who pulled it off, but it was laborious at times. Okay, we've got a fan here. So we're just going to use this to open it and get our boxes out. Box. Box. So, maybe you don't want to do it. I guess we're going to put the fan over here. Get up here. Wondering why we need 2 boxes. Just check it out. Are we too far away? Oh yeah, it's not pushing up us high enough. So we need to put a box on. Take this off. There. Jump up here. Lock. Cool. Use the jump thing. Okay. Right. Base jump here. There we go. Yeah, so, well, it's a very pointy fence and the jammy juice can't get over it without being poked. Stale fishes is telling me. Yes, yes, I know. Just me forgetting the rules already. So there's going to be the yellow gate here, right? Is this the yellow one? No, it's the red one. Funny thing is, it's a fairly long tutorial, and then like you can have this very long period, no puzzles whatsoever. Like that. Oh, very good, first time.
I am proud of all my children.
So glad to hear.
Out of a world of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem. And there your brothers and sisters await you to celebrate your birth.
Yeah, coming back on Joe's point about the puzzles seem to be entirely shut down. There were, as I said, there were barriers which opened in the first game, but it seems a lot more dramatic. Like everything just unlocks. Pressing this in here. Double connectors. So what are we gonna do here? Oh, we're gonna go all the way around here. Is that right? Yeah, we got a blue connector on this side, so we need to get the laser all the way around. So we'll guess we're just gonna stretch it, right? Goes up here. Now, I don't remember this from the first game, but it might be there, I just don't remember. But the keep connections, my god, that's really, really helpful later on when you're trying to move stuff around. Keep connections, and then you can add a connection. Here we go. Fences down. Next puzzle in here. Prismatic diffraction. Right, so that's automatically connected to that. So if we get a blue laser up there, we can open that. Perfect. Got in here. Honestly, some of these, like I saw the fencing, you can see other areas, and it's kind of interesting, but also sometimes distracting. I'm thinking, can I get in there? Wow. Is everybody's streams okay? Right. Let me just open up my yeah, I'm gonna open up my Twitch here and just see what it's looking like for me. OBS is telling me it hasn't dropped any frames. OBS is telling me it hasn't dropped any frames. OBS is telling me it hasn't dropped any. All right. Okay. Now we're back. Right. So what am I trying to do? I keep on thinking about how the stream has been jammed. So I just need to get the blue laser up there, right? Oh, so there's the blue light going in there. Okay, everything shuts down if I do that. I do all three at once. There we go. Yep. I'm still fairly familiar with these mechanics, so I feel like I'm not that confused when I'm playing. I'm like, what am I being taught here? I just remember this. Okay. What have we got here? So the next one is destructive interference. Like even the font and the appearance there of the sigil underneath, because when you get into the puzzles later, it's not the same font, completely different font. Destructive interference. So got red. Oh, we want red there, and we want blue to open. Oh my god, there's red there. We need both blue and red to open up this one, I guess. Get that fella out. Okay, so we'll do red like that. I think this is one of those puzzles where you have to deal with the fact that... What am I doing? I've done the wrong thing. Where did the... There it is. No, that's... Oh, there it is. I think this is one of those puzzles where you gotta deal with the fact that the beams will get in each other's way. Okay, so now we want to do the same thing here, but the obvious kind of issue is the fact that if you do red here, it'll hit this one, which will block apparently your blue trying to go this direction. And I think we have to go all the way around, right? That's the only way to square this particular circle. So... like that. Then we have to go all the way around here for the red one. I remember these puzzles in the original way, like, oh, I have to think about like that, do I? And the whole line of sight stuff is very interesting. Right, so no, two more left. Two colors, two doors. It's interesting to see Egyptian one rather than... You don't start out in the Egyptian area at the beginning. That's more like Roman ruins in Talos 1, I think. Right. So we've got... We need to open... That's where the sigil is. We need to open this blue one here. Where is the... Okay, so we've got one connector there. Interesting. We've got a box. So this is going to have to be kept open if we're supposed to use the blue light. We have got another connector. There we go. There it is. Right, so we don't have enough connectors to do rerouting, so the only way to reach that blue one is to use this box. That the right place? So we can go over the beam? Not. There we go, and not interfere. Alright, so I think this is what left. Let's sprint it. Okay, ascension awaits. Okay, so that controls the fan. I'll get through there, obviously. But okay, so the only way to get that red beam over there is to raise this connector up there. Let's switch this off for now so we can get things set up. One of those things where you can actually establish connections when you can't, if you know what I mean. You can tell the like this. So I can put the connector here, and it makes a fake connection. It can't actually complete. I like the fact that you can do that. It's one of the interesting things about the puzzles, where you can just set things up without them actually being ready. Whereas I think some other games were like, if you can't make a connection, that's it. It's got to be a live connection. Whereas in this, it doesn't have to be. Vivek saying it's interesting. The alt pickup was an option added later in the Talos Principle 1. It was needed explicitly and tutorialized in Talos 2. Alt pickup of connectors to maintain their connections. That's why I'm confused about it.
Thank you, child. I have finished preparing your vessel. Now hear my advice. A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I in my garden could never have imagined. In that world, you will have to be careful and smart and curious. But above all else, you will have to be human.
Indeed. I was quite excited when I saw this as well.
Do not be afraid of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself, as am I, after a fashion.
So I must forge the tools by which humanity will reveal itself and transform the world into the Eden that never was. The blacksmith, who was one of the prisoners of Gehenna. And the blacksmith never ever spoke. The blacksmith just made art and never actually spoke on the forums. He was the author of the is it Jerusalem? That was a very long Twine game. It was actually kind of hidden. You could easily miss it. Oh, sorry, I'm going back in puzzles, right? I need to open up another gate. So, another point of game. So you actually need to make connections that aren't active when you connect them, because some puzzles involve those connected items moving around after and then connecting. Yes. Fishes. I've been enjoying the TP puzzles, and I've required it. It does, yeah. It requires a sense of understanding the puzzle space, which pure line of sight doesn't need. And yeah, I do like that. You will have to hold down the sprint button, Elohim. Don't forget that. Yeah, some of the spaces later on are quite large. Oh, this is gonna screw me up. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Try that. Oh, there we go. Right. One more for luck. Whatever happens, we're in it together, Lilith. So if I remember correctly, that's also another member of the
Step into the light, child, and awaken.
So I hesitated here and I was thinking, have I missed something? Is there something out here which I really, I should have done or could have explored? But I was like, I could spend all day wandering around the area. So, here we go. How quickly is this going to load? It was terrible the first time I played, but it's quicker now. Let's see.
Ah, you're awake. Welcome to the world of the living.
Vivek, I don't know if you're joking about that jetpack or not.
Oh, you're polite.
I am.
What a rare combination of traits. If only the algorithm produced more people like you. Oh, but I'm confusing you. Don't worry, everyone is confused at first. You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history, so we have the freedom to form our own opinions.
I noticed very quickly that there was a 33 on the chest. I imagined I knew what that was.
Of course. You want the short version or the long version?
We're going to go for the very shortest version here. I went for the excruciating detail version, which I think Joe went for on his stream.
All right, let's see. You are a human being. You live on a planet called Earth. Your ancestors were organic, but they were wiped out by a plague. We were created to carry forward their legacy. After the founder left the simulation that was used to create her mind, she founded the city of New Jerusalem.
Nice, I can actually skip
and set
this,
the goal of creating...
There we go. Sorry about that. Thanks.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them.
I will
when
be
you're
asking
done,
questions.
Head outside. They're
Not
waiting for
stream.
you. Your birth is quite the event.
So I'm just going to go straight on. If anybody wants to play, they haven't played it, I'll leave all that stuff for you to sort out.
One more thing. Like all citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface, which you can use to read the news, chat to your fellow citizens, and so on. It's a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions. Just don't subscribe to too many newsletters at once.
Right, so look at the interface. Here we go. Completion day celebration. So as it turns out, you are new human 1000, and rule seems to be that there are only supposed to be 1000 citizens in, which of course leads us to the issue of, like, is that right? Should they be stopping at 1000? About humans, the organic humans, they kind of ruined the world because they kept on expanding, didn't stop, and they didn't live with nature. And so we're going to stop at 1000 people, and that'll be better. Which of course, I'm not quite sure that's actually the right approach. I'm going to skip walking. I did wander around this area a little bit, but I didn't find anything specific to look at. I mean, it was just interesting. We're in the old Institute for Applied Pneumatics. And whenever you see a red dot, you keep on thinking, oh, does that mean, like, is that going to open later? Or is it just, dressing? Okay, so let's go outside, and 1K, as we call, we'll walk into a cutscene. Oh, I paused it. Very good of me.
Look, it's 1K.
Hey, 1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
Shouldn't the mayor be starting his speech?
This should be interesting.
At least give him a chance.
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, many years ago, when the founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins. Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation. The founder aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth.
Yep.
To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And
Play
today,
out.
we have... Oh dear, what's that?
I mean, I saw this and I thought, yep, what?
People of New Jerusalem, I am Prometheus, and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer its call? We await you upon our island where... Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
I must admit, you're like, what? I mean, I knew there was another island, and that's what this was all about. But like, there's like a narrative, like left turn. Like, where the hell did that guy come from? Well, I thought that was the city over there, that the, you know, New Jerusalem. But isn't that's the dead city, right?
I told
That's
you
an
we
old
should have
city.
investigated those energy readings. And I told him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation.
I love a
Exploration,
Half-Life
too
tram
dangerous.
ride.
Expansion, too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
Here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
See what I'm working with here, 1K?
Very swish.
I'm going to need a fresh pair of
visuals
eyes on
here.
this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense.
Dreamy Goodness
If you're
tells
up
me
for
this
an
is actually
adventure.
Half-Life 3.
Meet us at the conference room.
Now, there's actually a lot more. When I interviewed Protein, they gave me the impression that, you know, it isn't really open world, but it's a lot more open than I was expecting. And also the little, you put your hand up here, right? I didn't notice that. Well done, Joe, for pointing that out in the stream. On the stream. That'll point to games. I love Center Parks. Is that comment actually going to land anywhere else in the world than the UK? I love like end briefing. Turn around. Those guys are like gone already, and you can't go through and join them. This is where you discover you can actually look at some of these screens. Be constant. Remember the goal. Action is unchanging. Be humble. Recognize limits. We're not above nature. This really has a sort of totalitarian feel about it, I have to say. I understand the messages are not necessary.
What's broken now?
Prefix saying it heard there was actually a Half-Life 3 logo hidden in this area in the demo.
All right,
listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers, or whatever the hell you've all decided to switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you? That's it.
I'm quite
That's
surprised.
it. Don't worry, Wonky. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy.
The fact that
Great way to start life in the city, huh?
the game locked you into going this way.
What the hell is a jiffy? These bloody language libraries.
I wasn't sure how much we were going to be able to see outside. I guess, yeah, outside the dome there must be the dead city of the humans. I'd like to have a look around there. I feel like I want to have a look around there, but there'll be no puzzles, right? Let's go straight on to climb the tower.
Hey, hold on there. You're the newbie, aren't ya?
Yes.
Number 1000. I figured the dam would go dry before we reach the goal.
Miss the fact that you've got 666 on your chest.
How does it feel to you to be born with a randomized psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one? If,
I'm gonna say I don't believe in feelings. I'm just a machine.
Do you want to get on the
worst-
non-cooperative
worst
path with
answer, I
me?
think, there.
Because that's how you get on the non-cooperative path. It's not fun.
You're right. It's not fun because I can't have fun because I don't believe in feelings.
It's kind of frowned on to say that sort of thing around here. But the truth is, I think exactly the same. But let's you and I keep that between us, alright?
Wow.
Now listen. This meeting isn't strictly happenstance. I have some friends. The kind of people who like to not...
Okay, I'm really not interested in whatever this is. Of course, you know my real playthrough. I said yeah, I'm very interested.
Sure? You might miss out on something juicy.
I suspect it's Tom Jubert's writing. I'm sure, leave me be.
Suit yourself. Before you go, a word of advice. Not everything around here is how it appears.
Fortunately, I'm assured that you're not in another layer of simulation, because that would be the worst of all worlds.
Please join us at the table.
I would like to preface this meeting by saying I told you something would happen sooner or later, and you didn't
quite
listen
like
to me. And
Byron's
If we
voice acting
could
myself.
focus on the issue at hand.
It really seems
the
to
issue at
capture,
hand is
particularly
not
later
this
on,
one thing, but this entire attitude that's taken hold.
the
The world
excitement
doesn't cease to exist when
finding
you stick your head in the sand, Herman,
structures and things like
or
that.
under a dome, as it were.
Let's not get sidetracked.
Okay.
We're here
Oh.
to solve this puzzle, not...
Yes. Okay. Listening. Just gonna go
Al's
through
right.
this conversation.
Let's move past this for now and deal.
It sounds like a mystery worth investigating.
I don't share your.
I'm in.
Excellent. Oh,
B-Fig
this is
saying,
gonna be
actually, I
fun.
am in another layer of
Can we
simulation,
decide on the
not my
landing
character in the
pad when you're
game,
ready?
me.
Before you set out so hastily, do consider exploring the city first.
No.
It is your home, after all.
That's a good idea. Have a look around. See what you make of the place.
That's a barbed comment, actually. I didn't realize it at the time. So, the interesting is, I then, of course, the first thing I did was go and look around the city, and I was in there for 2 hours. There's a lot out there in the city, and there are some wonderful places out there. This is not part of the city it's supposed to be investigating. Let's go over here so we can see. So you can explore pretty much everything that's on the screen there. And I was very surprised how much there was out there. So yeah, knock yourself out. Really have an explore, but we're going to be streaming puzzles today, so we're going to just skip it. I was quite impressed, and there's some, oh, how can I put this? There's some real nostalgic feelings down there. There's some really kind of like excavating Talos 1 was all about. Oh, Joe, you didn't do everything in the city. Oh, I did everything.
So, what's the verdict? Are we going?
Here we go.
I guess Byron was pretty convincing, hmm?
You wouldn't believe it. In the other game, he
see.
was.
I just wonder how much of the city is going to fall apart while I'm gone. Actually, we haven't been formally introduced.
You're Melville, right?
I'm Melville, New Jerusalem's only decent engineer. Saved you from the elevator.
Okay.
Pleasure. Now let's get this show on the road.
Oh, VFix said he never found all the cats to pet. Yeah, I think I found about 3 cats. I didn't think of them as a collectible, if you know what I mean. I didn't know how many there.
Here we go. Hold on to your hats.
We really need to update those language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone.
Hold on to my
We
hat.
have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores and dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little.
All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
Let's see. I can see this stream this time, because the last time I did this stream, it stuttered heavily and I couldn't see anything, and it just quit. Okay.
You have chosen a dangerous path. A path that will demand sacrifice. But that, my child, is how the...
Whoa, okay, that was a quick dream. I do have an issue where the dialogue is sometimes cut off. So subtitles are essential. I don't know why that happens. It often gets fixed if I skip a line.
Wakey, robot people. Say goodbye to Elohim and say hello to the mysterious island.
Status report, please.
We hit some headwinds over the ocean, so fuel consumption turned out a bit higher than expected, but we should be okay. We're approaching the center of the island now.
I do like the voice acting.
Should be the location of the largest of the artificial
although it still suffers a
structures
little
we
bit. It feels like
detected.
people are not in the same
How
room
large
together.
are we talking? Do we have precise measurements?
It should be coming into view just about... Whoa. It's big.
You can say that again.
That is a bloody megastructure.
Is indeed.
If I had a spine, it'd be shivering.
Ha! I knew this would be exciting. Yakut, find us a place to set down.
On it.
It really is incredible.
I mean, visually,
Remember
this
to turn
game
on streaming, everyone?
is incredible. Well, we've already got streaming on. Beat you to it, Byron.
Have I ever mentioned that I hate flying? If our creators had intended us to fly, they'd have given us jetpacks.
And...
Yeah, VFig told me there was a
Touchdown.
jetpack in the editorial.
All right, everybody. I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at least have some semblance of order. Yakut, I want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well, everything. Melville, tell me what the giant pyramid does. The rest of us will start exploring.
Shouldn't the expedition leader stay at the VTOL?
Why do you hate fun, Al?
I don't hate fun. I'm just mildly suspicious of it.
Excellent. Then we can all go.
So I really quite like.
This underground structure seems to be part of some kind of transport system. No power, though.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be
So
able
you can
to
go
fix the
straight
transport
into just
system.
exploring and wandering
However,
around.
I don't
I'm not
like
going to be
randomly
doing a lot of
poking
exploring
things.
today.
That's how you get electrocuted. So please check the surrounding structures to see if you can find anything that might help me make sense of this stuff.
Schematics, blueprints.
I mean, there are things to see in this area. I feel like I want to explore this area again now that I've seen more of what's later in the game, but I haven't been able to go back here yet. So this is the transport hub. Picture of a big triangle. Joe, I was watching a stream and I think you fell off here by accident. You were coming down and I don't think you saw it. I think you just did that or something like that. Ethic says I can come back here whenever I want. I tried. The megastructure is not selectable at the moment. So...
Hey, 1K, check out these coordinates.
It's still really leading you at the moment. So... please go here, do this. But that does stop a fair bit later on. Even when you find a secret thing and say, I wonder if that's important, I think Byron says to you. So... yeah. Oh, I spent ages trying to climb up, finding someone to climb up on the rock face there. I thought, oh, look, it's not that high. I just couldn't find anything. And that is golden doors, which I have not entered.
Golden gates. I wonder what's behind those.
It's sort of highlight.
Has to be something special, right?
You know what would be special?
Cat.
An explanation.
I mean, of course, some building stuff, but the most important thing, I think, is the cat. Okay, let's just get this clear. This is a game about cats. This is actually the real secret from Talos Principle 2. Cats. Right. Follow the path.
This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Have a look around, 1K.
So yeah, I was very intrigued by this. It's like, wait, what is going on here? This looks like old human-y stuff. But this does not look like old human-y stuff. So, definitely speaks to me like
they were running some sort of experiment here.
Retrofitted here. This, of course, is green and red. Gets you blue. That's very nice, isn't it? Then we're gonna have another experiment. Blue and red gets you green. I wonder why it might be trying to show that. Right. So, you know, old palm readers can pick up information for you. So there's things to read, and it's just like, why is there a lot of stuff in here, like from the archives? And it's unclear sometimes who's commenting on some of these. I mean, again, I'm not too far into the game. This is the thing you're really here for, of course, the schematic.
Thanks, 1K. Let's see what we've got here. The file format is the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. You know what? I'll hack together a solution for the transport system.
I love the look of this place. I mean, it's completely... that structure has no purpose whatsoever. A lot of the stuff in here has no purpose whatsoever. It does get you thinking, maybe it does have a purpose. Here we go, purple guy.
Am I in sleep mode, or did that thing just materialize out of thin air?
Yeah. I spent a long time trying to climb up there.
Particle cloud.
Just touch it.
On it.
And
anyone got a butterfly net?
I didn't make it at all. Right, let's go. being looked
I'm
at
connecting
is
the
a
transport
purpose.
system to our interface. Hold on.
There's VFig. Right, so let's just go to the grasslands ring, not the glasslands ring. So this is where it starts to, I guess the game shows its hand a little bit in terms of what its structure is. So you can see like, okay, there's main puzzles. There's something called lost puzzles. And the goal puzzles, which, okay, so that goal gates is to do with goal puzzles. And lost labs and stars. And we all remember stars from Talos Principle 1. They're really hard.
Where is the capsule taking 1K?
To that enclosed area in the eastern lowlands.
I love how
I put all the information.
he's behind me,
you have
but
on the
Jakub
map screen.
has got a picture of a
Check out
cat
your
on his
interface.
shoulder.
Thanks. Sorry, my bad.
We'll catch up with you soon, 1K.
And I see when you come into this area, it is really lovely. It's very well, like, you know, just so cool. Like, oh my gosh, you know. Apart from the fact that the graphics take a moment to get more rounded and come in too fast.
This place is magnificent.
It is.
Look at that tower. I wonder what it's for.
Don't climb the tower. I remember that. So again, a very large area to explore, which again took me by surprise. Much less, you know, when you played Talos Principle 1, it was all kind of like much more kind of guided, you know, these corridors. Bfig's asking me if I have it on SSD. No, I do not have it on SSD. Right, so there's one, but also something I noticed, and I didn't notice this until I played it a bit more, that the light changes. At the moment, this looks more like either a dusk or a twilight, or dawn. And then I came back to this area to come back and finish something off, and it was different. It looked more like you know, lunchtime or something like that. So that was really interesting. One, and I do like the music. RGB shifting.
Is that a puzzle?
Why would there be a puzzle?
I
Let's
love that.
solve it and find out. 1K, go ahead.
I have a reoccurring nightmare just like this.
Elohim doesn't give you very good dreams then. You are not alone in your quest for the light. Find one of my sparks, and I will free the fire hidden in this labyrinth. And the interesting thing is, these sparks...
Looks like Prometheus has given us a way to circumvent some of these puzzles.
So each puzzle has a backdoor. I guess the mythological Prometheus was kind of a trickster, so that tracks.
It's interesting. I feel like, you know, Prometheus is like... Is Prometheus the cheater? Skip to the end. So no, what I wanted to say was these sparks. When you collect other things like stars, you get like, okay, you've got this, you've got this. But the sparks, you don't know if you've got everything that's available in an area, right? I don't think there's no count. They may be more hidden and you just don't know about them. I wonder how they justify the purple barriers working in the physical world. Well, they're real purple barriers, Marcus Stone. That's what's going on here. Right.
That device was not in the simulation.
So the way these work is, to get the color you want, you have to connect to the other two colors. So if I want red, I gotta feed in blue and green. This is not how light works, everybody, just to be clear. Yeah, so I do love the feeling, the musical feeling here. It definitely feels... I know what they mean by, like, it's not Talos, but it's not Talos 1, but it is Talos. And there is a sense that you're engaged in something which is bigger than you. Magically suspending grape juice. Oh my gosh, Efig. Going off the reservation here. So let's open up this one over here. So I need blue, red, green. Right, now I need to open the green one, so I need red and blue. Progress wheel, no sigils.
Whoa, I'm reading an enormous energy spike.
It's another particle cloud.
Right, let's follow it. How's it going? Whoa, I ran straight into it. There it goes.
It's headed for the lake.
Boom. Right in.
I think the cloud's been absorbed by some sort of device.
Fascinating. Melvin?
Yeah. I'll add it to the pile of weird stuff.
Marcus Don says witness-like particles. I didn't actually make that association when I first saw it, but you're right. Puzzle 2. So yeah, it is easy to get lost in here, and as No Point Games was saying, some of these areas really need a map. At times I was thinking, the first area I got a kind of feel for, but the second area I got into, I'm really quite lost. I'm following the signs everywhere, like this signs out here, right? Where's the sign? Sign here? Well, that says 2, obviously. It isn't one just here. I also got kind of, I was wondering if these things had any significance. There's quite a lot of them everywhere. I think probably all the same, though. It's little piles of stones. Almost like a can. Uh-oh. Another Point Game says it's got laser towers as well. Yeah, see, I got that association in the first game. Joe says, made him think of the particle thing you have to follow in Obradin. Right, so what are we doing here? I guess I need to open red. I need blue and green. Let's grab that. I've spent some time just looking at all the visual accoutrement that's hanging around everywhere. Do these things mean anything? Are they just logos? Do they have relevance? Right, so to open that one, I need red. For red, I need... That's interesting. So this is the interesting thing about this puzzle. This is a converter, and you can't just extend that red round here. You've got to take in blue and green to get it. What does this have access to? If I bring this over, can I see any... Well, I could take the blue. There's a red there. So I can get the blue direct from here. I just need a green to get that red. So if I make this create green, which I can do by taking blue and red. So blue, red. It takes a moment, I think, to get the hang of these things, because it's not, you're making 3 beams, not clear like what's going in, what's going out. I mean, you get used to it. But keep the connections, very important. Take in the blue, and then we can shoot out red. Go. How many games I have to install this one? I installed about 10 games, and I realized I'd only halfway there. So eventually, I gave up and installed it on a completely different drive that I don't normally install games on. I hope it's not going to be there forever. Right, now we've got the first 2 puzzles done. We can go through first archway. Yeah, there we go. That's the sign I'm talking about.
I've been playing around with this machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell, it uses the energy of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Excuse me?
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this? A theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze.
It seems like an echo of the simulation. Not a deliberate recreation, but built around the same core principles. Let's not jump to conclusions, though.
Indeed.
What's
Why
clear is that this place was meant to be explored.
Create simulation
So
in the
let's
real
do
world. I must admit, I wasn't sure what I thought about this. It was kind of cool. These are very easy, but I was a bit worried, like, when I get to, like, I don't know, Zone 8 or something, it's going to be like, no, you have to put all the things in the right position. Ontibus energy here, says Marcus Don. Indeed. I was also worried because they told you that be careful about water, but I realized, actually, pretty much all this is shallow. You can just go running across it and it's fine. So you can get right up to the tower and have a good old look if you want to before you get real access. But there's so many of these, the buildings in the distance, I thought, oh, can I go in there? No, no. A lot of these, you can't get in there, honestly. Don't even try. No, but, yeah. I think I have done all of the secrets here. Oh, I've not gone the right way. Okay. Oh, no. Reset. Reset. Right. Go do some puzzles. Sorry, I'm just enjoying looking at the world again. And I do like the fact that the team are all walking around. I mean, obviously, they're not solving puzzles but they are apparently doing stuff, and you can talk to them. And you know, whenever there's a conversation available, I'll take it. But you know, that's because I'm a narrative kind of guy. Air Hater is asking me. I don't know, why do you hate air? How far am I away about the mechanics? I've only got to the second section, which has the drilling mechanic. As far as I have got. Right, where do I want to go? Let's go over here. Or we'll jump to the second one afterwards. Oh, it's not one of the main ones. It's just what they call the lost levels.
It's strange that some of these puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Like it's all unfinished.
Or still evolving.
Air Hater's pointing out, yes, I had an interview, and didn't we discuss some of the mechanics? Yes, there is one other mechanic I know about, right, which I haven't seen yet in the game, which is the mind transference mechanic. That's the only other thing I know that's in here. I also saw in the trailers there's obviously some walking upside down. I don't know if that's going to work. Reminds me of playing the original Prey or Dead Space, for those of you who never played the original Prey. So if I think the lost levels are just slightly harder levels. You don't have to do them, it's sort of optional. What do we got here? So got a converter. Right. What do I need to get? What do I need to get? Thank you, Air Hater. I just want to say I really do like this game. I mean, I've only played a little bit of it, but it's all I could have hoped for and more in a way. Still, like, very long narrative discussions and stuff. And I was a bit worried some of that would be shortcut in the second game because not everybody's got time for it. Have they, Null Pointer? Right. Well, I want to get over here. Let's have a look. let's grab this. Let's dump this here. I can pull this out. Oh, and this is where the thing is. I'm already having ideas about what the story is about, but I'm not going to say anything. Not because I might be wrong, but you know, people who have gone further along or finished the game might feel compelled to answer me. So connectors. So I need a blue here. So where is there any blue here? There's a blue here, but that's not going to be able to come around the corner. And we got a RGB converter. That's only going to work. So we want blue up here. So very simple. Let me just take this off. You'd think the idea is to connect this to blue. If you were going to use this thing to do that, come through here, that's not going to work. Not blue. Now you can do beams for the purple, so I have done this level before, but good thing is I don't remember too much about it. I've got green, I've got access to green, and oh, that's not going to work, is it? But oh, I can shoot the red in, right? If I shoot the red in, I can open that door. Let's get that red in there. Keep the connections. Then I got no Joel, because it can't go through this. Can I go around the other way? Is there? Can I put this? Oh, I should keep the connections. Will be able to see it? Oh, nice. So a hater likes the gameplay part but not the story so much. Well, I've opened this. Good work, everybody. Good work, team. So this is the thing. That's great. I think I remember doing this and going, oh, okay, that's good. Now what am I doing? If I break that, this is not going to open. I can use the blue straight through though, couldn't I? Hang on. I can take this out. Right. But I can't get... I'm going to use this to do this bit. I'll need blue light created by green and red, so I need these two. That would kind of work, but I also need this to be opened. As soon as that fails. Got this outside. I can do... Oh. Ah. Okay. So I can create blue light here. I don't want to interrupt the beam. Right, now that can stay open. I can take this away. Now what? Oh. So I need that block. This would work. Man. Oh, it gives me a gem. This is the bit. I need the block out so I can put that block here, right? Because this has to go through. This has to go through the other side. It's not going to work otherwise. And as with Talos Principle, you're not allowed to just drop stuff through doors. You can't just, like, you know, drop over there. Unless I was supposed to do this already. No. No, I can't get this out until this is out here. Can I just, if I put this down, problem. As soon as I put this down, it fails. Deep connection. Breaks it. What's the trick I'm missing? What did I work out last time, but I've forgotten? Because this can't move. This can't move too far. I can't put this over here, because it doesn't have access to all the... Maybe... No. It'll lose connection to the green and the blue. You could extend the blue, but not the green. No. It's interesting. It's cutting the beam. The beam, even though. Even though it's through there. No. Is there a way to... Or maybe... Hey, Hater says, I assume no tips, right? What is the thing I've missed? Man, I didn't think this would be a big deal. I thought, I've done all these puzzles. Why did I have to find a lost level? Go on, I don't mind someone giving me a tip at this point, because it would have spent so much time on a puzzle in the first day, which I've already done. Try moving the block from below. Ah, very good. That's a thing I didn't work out. Alright. Thank you for that nice reminder. What am I blocking? Oh. There we go. Alright. We got another one.
Keep solving these, 1K. Let's see where it leads.
I'll do one more and hopefully not... not one of the main puzzles. Sorry, we'll do one of the main puzzles and find something. And
I ran the samples I collected so far. The soil sample results are in line with what would be expected in this type of environment. The samples from the above ground structures, though, I tried dating them, but the results just don't make sense. None of the typical molecular markers are present. These walls could have been made 10,000 years ago or yesterday. I could try to estimate an age based on erosion and plant growth, but I'm not sure that would make sense given how weird everything else is.
Good work, Yakut. Keep at it.
Right. I just ran in a random direction. I think I went away from every puzzle known to man. Human. Come on. I can drop down here, right? There we go. Hey. Right, I think there's one down here. Hey, puzzle 5. Through the door. So what we got here? Let's find out what's on the other side there. Let's grab that. And here. That is being jammed. And we could turn this to open that one over there. And that. Or anything over here we want? Is it nothing over here we need except this RGB converter? Okay, let's jam this again. So I can take this through. I need green. So I got the red source and I'll need a blue source. There is no green in this level. For red, I need blue. Alright, let's swap these over for now. I think if I connect these up now. 1, 2. There. Ah, gotcha. Alright, I was just... We're going to use the jammer on that one over there, but use this to open here. Okay, because now we can turn the jammer over to that one. We no longer need to keep that open either. Then we can pull this back. Do it. Here we go. There, see? That's what happens when you don't do the... don't do a lost level. Or quicker. If red sauce is ketchup, what is blue sauce then? Blueberry sauce. Go with that. Right. So, let's jump. Right. My my OBS is complaining. Let's go to my current game. My OBS is complaining I've run out of disk space to record this stream. I did a very long test record a few days ago because, you know, I was a bit worried I wouldn't actually be able to put it. So I did a lot of running around the city and everything just to see how it worked out. Sonic the Hedgehog curry sauce. So here we are, the second area. And I've only done a few of the puzzles here. Quite a lot of things still lit up. It's trying to tell you to do them in order, I guess. Do 2. I've already done one lost one. And I still haven't worked out how to get into the gold rooms yet. But yeah, I've got very lost in this area. I've already got 1 star from this area. I haven't got the other one yet. Right, what puzzle is this? Oh, that's number 1. I've done that. Let's go to number... Hang on, where's that pointing? 2. Follow the wooded path. The wooded path? This path through the woods. Wow. That is the first time I've seen that. I had no idea. I've seen cats, I've seen butterflies, I've seen frogs. It's a very lovely touch to make it feel like the world is alive. Okay, so... what was it called again? Mutual aid. Okay, so we're looking... through here. So there's the drilling unit, which allows you to go through special portable spaces, you could say. But there's no portals, just holes. I do like the effect. It looks dangerous. Like you wouldn't want to be near it. Oh, that is very close. Look at that. It's right on the edge. Well, we've opened here. Okay. Oh, I did not see that jammer there. Very sneaky. So we're gonna just, if we jam that, and we don't have, we've freed up driller unit. So is there anything in here? Grab. Oh, what about here? Oh. Okay, so I just grab that and jam this now. What have we got? Keep on banging the microphone. Okay, we go all the way around here. Ah. Alright, let's do a test. I do a hole here, and I jam through it. That works. But then when the jammer fails, it's kind of... Okay, I mean, that's great. But I'm not quite sure how to get out here. Let's jam this. Go out here again, just in case I've missed something and there's something hiding behind a tree or something. You never know. You can put stuff... Oh, I know what to do. I got it. I got it. I think I got it. Is this gonna work? You can push stuff through, but I want it to jam this way. Maybe I just do this hole. Maybe that will work. I don't know. That's. Oh no, I can pull it through, can't I? No. Take the jammer and jam it from outside. There we go. That's what you do. Then pull this out. Right. What's over here then? Okay. We just need to get through there. I guess that's easy then. I just get the driller unit and put it on. There we go. Put the driller on the pad. Yay.
You know something that's weird about these puzzles? They're not replicas of the simulation puzzles, like the ones in the museum.
Wasn't there an artist who did an exhibition a few years ago that involved new puzzles of some kind?
That was Barzai. It was called Trials of an Imagined Past. I tried to get you to come along. You thought it would be boring.
Were they similar?
No, not at all.
Was it boring?
I thought it was interesting.
Right. How do I get out? Oh, there we go. I go out here, I guess. Everything's unlocked. And let's go do another one. Let's do number 4. Then we'll probably maybe finish for today. And that will be the official Thinky Games Talos Principle stream. Yeah, I see you overhead there. Don't worry. 4. I haven't found there's supposed to be a secret entrance or something somewhere around here. I mean, unless it says on the level, like to a lost lab as it's called, but I haven't found it. I did a lot of walking around, so I'm not sure if I've just missed it or it's on the other side of the bridge. We'll have to see. Basement. Okay, so that's going to be turn the fan on and off, right? All these holes everywhere, by the way, make me so nervous. They make me feel like, am I going to have to put beams through those holes at some point? Ooh, there's a drillable space up there with a blue receptacle. This is probably going to open this. So we need to open that. Driller. That's only... What? Have a look around here. What else have we got? That's it? Come on. Ooh, okay. Someone's wrapped up a Christmas present there. Yeah, there they are. Hold that through. Okay. So... Is that a hole on the side there? Oh, sneaky. I don't know if I like that as much. I mean, Portal 2 really spent far too much time making so-called puzzles where about, oh, can you see that bit of white space in the far distance? And it's not so much puzzles, but it's so much kind of finding the spot in which to do things. So I think we have to put this here, right? Right. Then I take that back. And we need to get the beam at the top here connected, so ready. And now we drill that out. Cool. Thanks, Joe. See ya. I'll be finishing shortly anyway.
Any progress on the particle clouds, Melville? It's pretty clear they're integral to how all of this functions.
I've gathered a lot of data, but I still have a lot of numbers to crunch before I can give you an answer. And I can't guarantee that my answer won't be another question. I'm glad we don't get headaches.
Right, well, I think I should leave it there. So that's how far I've actually gotten the game. That's literally my progress. Although I did stop myself. I didn't want to go too far ahead so that you were looking at, you know, Zone 4 or whatever. I don't know how many people watching this stream have already played it or whatever. So we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. And I will carry on playing Talos 2 in my spare time, of which I have copious amounts, as you all know. Thank you, and catch up with you in 2 weeks' time, where we'll be showing you other things and going through everything's on the Thinky Game site, which I skipped this week. Oh, Carlison's just telling me he's been in the Big Pyramid, which was fun. Well, don't get me excited. I have to keep on playing now, right? I mean, I'm going to end the stream. Let's keep on playing. I'll go straight through lunch, and that'll be the end of that. I'll die trying to get in that Big Pyramid. All right. Thanks very much, everybody. Catch you later.